Well, it's a new year, and for those who want to go to college, you've got some deadlines coming up. And joining us today, the coordinator of financial aid at Ohio State University at Lima, Tony Dickman, in to keep us on track and give us some of these dates. So thanks for joining us, Tony.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so no matter where you're going, I assume at the beginning of the year and in the spring, you've got deadlines at these colleges for financial aid and things. I mean, tell us about this.
Correct. Every school has what we call priority deadlines. So it's not that if you don't file like your FAFSA before that, you're not going to get federal aid. But we use that at schools. We use that for our institutional aid. So for instance, Ohio State, our priority deadline is February 1st. Every school is going to be a little different, but most of them are somewhere between January 15th and like March 15th. So, you do want to look at the schools that you're applying to, make sure that you don't miss that deadline. Because, Ohio State, we award a lot of money every year. Just on the Lima campus, we award over, $1.5 million a year to our students here locally.
Yeah, I think that'd be one of the things where like, well, I'm not going to get the financial aid, so I don't have to worry about that deadline. But as you just said, you do award a lot of money.
Correct. And, with the changes fast for the last couple of years, just fill it out. Make it easy. Just fill it out and then make sure you're filling out for scholarships, because we also use that priority deadline for our scholarships. So we've created some, different programs here at Ohio State that our, students are eligible for on the Lima campus as well, as in, our Buckeye Affordability Grant or our Buckeye Opportunity Program. And then our new one, the Regional Campus Commitment. And we use that February 1st deadline as a hard deadline for all those grants.
Yeah, I really think that in the past couple of years, Ohio State and even some other college campuses have really been trying to make it affordable for students to go, because, we hear about student loans and things, but you really work hard to help students out.
Correct. And, we try to keep our tuition low. That's the first step. But then creation of these other programs that cover tuition and the general fees. So this new program, the Regional Campus Commitment, it is a true expansion of our Buckeye Opportunity Program. So the Buckeye Opportunity Program is any student who's Pell Grant eligible and, who meets our deadlines, who are, Ohio residents, they don't have to pay for their tuition and general fees. We cover the gap of what the Pell Grant does not cover. And then this Regional Campus Commitment, it just expands on that. So if you're not Pell Grant eligible, but you have a family income of under $100,000, we will cover that gap of whatever you need. We'll cover that for tuition and fees. Right. So we've really tried the last several years. This past cycle, we were at 77% of our students receive some sort of financial aid from us. And then, the students who start on the Lima campus and graduate from the Lima campus, we're at 59% of those students graduate debt-free. So that's really our goal, is to, get that number even higher. Obviously, we would love 100%, but if we can hit, 65, 70% graduating debt-free, that's huge for us.
That definitely is huge. Again, okay, so that deadline again is February 1st.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
February 1st is our priority deadline here at Ohio State.
All right, very good. And as you mentioned, fill out the FAFSA form too.
Correct. Get the FAFSA completed. It's really quick. It's pretty harmless now. Everything's been running really smooth this year. So most people can fill it out 25, 30 minutes. And everything, like I said, everything's online. It goes really quick. In our scholarship application through Scholarship Universe, it's a portal that we use. It's great. It really narrows down the searches for students. It cuts down the time that they're spending online searching for scholarships. So that deadline as well is February 1st.
Yeah, trying to make it easy. I mean, I know people don't like to fill out those forms and stuff like that, but you're trying to make it easier. So one thing, though, real quick, what if you haven't applied to even be a student, to be a Buckeye? Is there still time to do that? And should you do that before February 1st, too?
You don't have to do that before February 1st. The application for the regional campuses is still open. So if you want to attend Lima campus, you can do that now. You can still attend, you can still apply. That regional campus commitment, it is only for regional campus. So you have to start on the regional campus to be eligible for that. So if you're eligible, you have under the $100,000 on your FAFSA, you start at the Lima campus, you can transition to Columbus after your first year, and that money would follow you there. That grant follows you. So it is a great initiative. But yeah, they can apply. And if they're thinking Ohio State Lima, I would strongly encourage that they look at our website, lima.osu.edu. Look at some of the events we have upcoming. We have one this morning. We had one this past week on Friday. We also have one coming up on President's Day, an open house event. So more than welcome to come out, see what we have to offer, talk to admissions, talk to financial aid, and talk about applying. They can apply in whatever order they'd like.
Okay.
I would recommend if they're okay, I'm not going to apply to the university right now, I'm going to wait a little bit, go ahead and get the FAFSA completed. As long as we see that like date stamp prior to February 1st, you don't apply to Ohio State Lima until March, that's fine. We still see that date as prior to February 1st. So you'd still be eligible for our programs. So get the FAFSA done as soon as they can, and then make that decision if they're going to apply or not.
All right, some great stuff. Good deadlines coming up. Tony, thanks for joining us today.
Yep, not a problem.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.